Hey guys, I'm back with another market update part 2 with specialty sets, and let's get started. So the market for specialty sets seems still to be going pretty strong. The price increases kind of vary, but yeah, we're continuing to see kind of pretty good data. And I've been telling you like the predictions I have for where the trend should go. It just sort of like not if, it's more about when. Um, the main increases have been ETBs for Prismatic. So PCTBs are at 350 now. That reminds me of pre-release pricing, and so the more I'm seeing prices to our pre-release pricing, the more I'm going like, yeah, we are recovering to those crazy pre-release pricings. Um, Back then, PCTBs were about 350 to $400, and normally TBs are about 150. So we're actually really close for ETBs. I think for loose packs, they're going for like a lot of these three pack blisters are going for like $16 a pack. So that was like about like 48. So we're not quite there yet for the loose packs, but yeah, these for the ETBs, we're definitely going back, and that will support the pricing for the other items. Um, let's just go into some of the data itself. So yeah, this is ETBs. Demand kind of goes down. Usually that's kind of normal, but still it's pretty steady, 82 a day. And I say it's 140, but yeah, that's partly because like there's this one seller with 0% feedback. Yeah, they're selling a bunch, 37 at 140. And after that, you get this 140 over here, and then you get 143. A lot of people they don't necessarily trust like new sellers, so I want to look at the pricing. Yeah, there's this one person bought like 149. Some people buy like 144, 142. Um, yeah, like some people are actually buying above that price. So these will eventually run out because people will buy at the lowest price anyway. But yeah, it's Prismatic seems to be going up. I'm gonna look at the packs because the packs are also pretty telling. Um, Pack demand is still pretty decent, like 148 yesterday. It's a little lower than normal. Usually more it's like 200, 300. It's a little hard to parse the listings, but yeah, I do see some image listings. This is 1250. This is 1268 for a minimum order, and this is 1269. So I put 1250. There's 15 packs there. It's roughly around here. I think 1250 is kind of the very low end. The real market price is probably a little higher, but I put 1250 there just to be a little safe. Um, Comparing that to other products, like the only other thing that comes close to that is the Sylveon tech stickers, which sometimes you can still find for about 1266 pack. Otherwise, yeah, it's pretty clear the market price should be around $13 a pack for a lot of these items at least. Um, Mini tin displays. These went down like $1, so they dropped. So seems like the market's kind of hovering around this 230 price. It's yeah, as I said before, back when it was around the 210 price, it was definitely undervalued. Now it's like a little more reasonable. I do think that it kind of depends on the print runs, but it is such a specialty collector item that like I do think it'll go up, especially as a pack. But everything should go up because pack prices will go up in general. Once like the loose pack pricing and the three pack pricing, they get closer to the packs that's in displays, they'll definitely go up. Because if this was, let's say if it costs 14.62 a pack for tin displays, it costs $14 for a pack, which is not there yet. Then yeah, it's only 62 cents more, and that's kind of worth the whole sealed sort of collector sort of investment at that point. Because you don't open tin displays just for packs. I will remind you guys that like, yeah, like for tin displays, the only bad thing about them is that they don't really have um, people don't usually open them as much because they're more collector's items versus like ETBs people open because they want there's a promo card so they can at least sell a promo card and they'll people like to open ETBs. The surprise boxes have the thing where like people are trying to open for the promo card, so there's that. Um, and but for tin displays like that's they might be kind of stagnant at some point because of that. So that's those two. Yeah, surprise boxes have gone up like a tiny bit. Um, At least I think so. Yeah, $2. Um, so that's going to $18 a pack. I do see more listings for surprise boxes. Um, I don't always check the eBay pricing, but like down here, a lot of these listings are just the cards themselves. So the minimum one is like $35. So that's pretty good. The minimum is 35, and the loose pack price is about, let's say, just to say roughly $13 is a little overestimated, but that the math is easier. So 13 times 4 is like 52, plus that is like 87. So yeah, these in that sense these are kind of undervalued. Um, so yeah, the price should kind of increase. It kind of depends on the demand though. So and it kind of depends on how the PSA pricing kind of goes, because I've heard from Nostalgianomics that a lot of the PSA grading and other grading companies they're kind of delayed because of all the back orders. But once the turnaround time comes around, then a lot of singles will actually go down, so that affects the prize boxes as well. Uh, as I said before, PCTBs are down to or up to 350, which is a great price. Binder collections they're only up by $1, but demand is still pretty strong. They're selling for like 20 a day. I think I saw earlier that the binder's selling for like $10 or $12. Oh yeah, PCCBs are right here. So yeah, there's some demand over there. Um, 20 sold in the last days, not in the last 2 days, isn't that bad. Uh, these recent two-pack blisters are selling about steady 40. It's not the biggest market share, but yeah, I'm curious to see where these go as supply kind of runs out. There's a lot of people who just have the Walmart stocks, and they're gonna start to sell them all and open them, and people are gonna open them because they're basically packs for some people. So when the supply kind of runs out, I'm curious where these go actually, because it has that Pokemon Day stamp, which is a little different than normal. So and then the Umbreon tins. Um, yeah, the man's been kind of. I feel like it's been a little increasing. Like 10 a day is pretty good, but these single tins have been always like low supply. So Sylveon tin's like really low at like 27. Um, and then yeah, this is the cheapest three pack thing. There's been more demand recently because it's the lowest price item. And after the 38, there's only one here, but then it's basically exactly $40. So yeah, this is basically already $40. Um, and it's showing strong support of like why prices will go up for things. I'll quickly go over joining together. The PCTBs are still in that like 150, 170 range. This is like 160. This is like 170. This is 160, 170. This is a deal, so this is like 145. Yeah, there's a lot of bulk deals because a lot of people did get like double, um, like 2 boxes because of the limit at Pokemon Center. This is like 157 or something like that. 157. Um, this is pretty cheap. So yeah, this is a really cheap listing. I wonder if it got canceled. Yeah, that's the only thing about eBay. So like eBay has some cheaper prices for some things. I just don't know how the cancellations will go. That's the only downside I would think of. Because the PCTBs on TCG last time I checked, they were like outrageously expensive, like $300. Not a lot of sales, but like, why would you buy from TCG Player? As far as the items, I think that the booster boxes went down like a tiny bit. They're like around 220, maybe 218 or something. Um, and the man has fallen a little bit in the last couple of days. So yeah, it's usually like 100 to 140, and now it's like 70 to 90. ETBs, they're about roughly the same demands. They're still higher than before February 10th, before February 11th, but they're still, yeah, they're about the same size, maybe a little smaller. And then bundles, they're kind of the low average recently, at about 10 or 11 a day. All right, so I said that the market does seem pretty strong for specialty sets. Like Crown Zenith is still showing strength as well. I guess I didn't highlight this. But yeah, all of these I can be highlighted actually. Everything kind of went up. The packs are a little iffy depending on how you look at it. But okay, let's look at packs. So pack demand went down yesterday. Yeah, there's a big pack buyout, and it kind of is iffy on how you choose the pricing. There's like a 0% seller at 1 pack at 750, 97.5 at 4 packs. So like they don't really affect the market that much. So I just went to the next one because it's big price jump to 788. So we're back to about that almost $8 a pack, and even these, there's only 4 packs there, so it's more like really this guy that has 300 packs that really is affecting the market price. But that's still 790. So yeah, it's about, I'd say the price is about $8 a pack. Crown Zenith is still a lot cheaper. It rose to 105. There was a lot bought yesterday, and it kind of makes sense because these packs are not nearly as cheap. Um, I just want to look at some of these listings. So this is like, so these aren't really included in the upper price because they have images. But yeah, I do see a bunch of about 105s. So I think 105 is fine. But if you look at the pack price per pack, you get 750 versus 788. It's like no brainer, just buy Sea and Sky. Um, and then booster bundles, there's a lot bought yesterday, like 60. So um, yeah, there's like random real a lot of interest in Crown Zenith, but in general, it's just showing a lot of strength. Um, that is about $10 a pack. Some people probably got a deal, so it's closer. Actually, that's like $11 a pack. And like the booster bundles are actually reaching like the ETB price per pack. Like it's only like $1 difference at this point. So that's really interesting because like the ETBs have generally done a lot better, especially because they do have a promo card technically. Um, but yeah, booster bundles. I don't know, I like booster bundles a lot better. Like you can buy a ton of booster bundles and it'll take up a very small amount of space. Versus ETBs, like they're just very clunky. I feel like they're very big. Um, but yeah, even ETBs went up to 119. Man has been kind of steady around 10 a day. But yeah, Crown Zenith, like I still remember it was like 650 or a pack like not too long ago. Like over here, I see like 660. And now it's like okay, obviously it should be like around. I mean, this is like 750. That's like $1 more. But yeah, we're heading close to like $8 territory. Um, all right, so I haven't seen as many restocks or Sea and Sky lately. I know people are holding a ton, but I haven't seen as many restocks. And we're at the point in the market where like it's kind of you really don't want to sell too early because the market's really getting hot right now. So if you sell now, sure you'll make your profits, but there's you could just wait a month and you don't have to negotiate as hard, or you could just get more money. All right, so it is a little tempting to buy. Um, yeah, for 151, the binders went back up to about 160 because people bought the cheap listings. PCTBs went up to 422. That might be like I don't know. It's been that price before, but yeah, they've been staying high. And then the normal ETBs. Yeah, it seems like ETBs are getting pretty popular now. It went about $4, and the UPCs went up a few dollars, but there's still a lot of the price points are still pretty much the same. Blooming Wars is a little hard to price because there's I don't know. There's like a bunch of people selling it who have like 0% feedback, and then you get to 145 for here. Um, but I guess there's a bunch of people around 145. But yeah, like it's not as plentiful as CS Sky. So, but yeah, these 0% sellers do kind of clutter up the listings a little bit, even if they have barely any listings. But it's like it's not that much lower. It's not that much less than like some of the market price stuff, and they're still above booster bundles. So I'm fine putting it at like 142 over here because booster bundles are still the main thing being bought. To get booster bundles, like yeah, the man keeps going. Like there was 135 bought yesterday. Um, it wasn't as high as it was in some. I mean, like it was higher here, but you see like this price drop. So like, a lot of this, I think there's just a 151 drop around this time, and that's why so much was bought. After that, like the price has been pretty steady, and yeah, demand has been kind of a little higher since February 13th to now. Um, there was a couple of days where it was about the same, like the January 23rd to 25th, but yeah, in general, it's been a little higher. The price hasn't really been increasing. I keep seeing 151 bundles being restocked. like, I heard Nostalgia always talk about this. He was like, we basically have already gotten 151 reprints. There's like, I know no one's getting it, but there's been so much 151 drops. Um, and the price isn't really affected. Like, the price is affected in the sense that like booster bundles are still this cheap despite that. Um, so, it'd be crazy. Like I don't know how much more Pokemon can really print, to be honest. And I'll just look at some demand. So UPCs, they're about the same. Um, Snork's about the same. I think I Yeah, binders, they finally started buying them again. So there's two over here. I know I looked at the sellings. So it doesn't mean there's no shipping, but I did see some around this price before. And so I think they were bought out. I was surprised they were up for so long. Um, it does seem like these Zapdos Alakazam boxes are kind of going up. Like the Zapdos box, they've been hovering around 55 for a while. And I do see like once this sells out, then it's basically like goes 57. Um, Although like there's not these don't have as much pressure to go up. But yeah, even Alakazam's already 48. Some of this is just the effect of the loose price hacks going up in a sense. But anyway, yeah, that's it for today's video. Thanks guys. Bye.